We've established all the course animation inside of our little sequence right here for all the characters involved. Now it's time to go ahead and work with the camera animation just a little bit, get that set, and then decide where we best spend our time in terms of finessing. It's really easy in animation to spend time inappropriately adjusting details that wind up not being seen. So it's always good to work with the camera after you get the base animation set and then decide where you actually want to spend some of your effort. In our scene right here, we're going to start at the beginning. We've got our character playing with money, and we've got that all set up. We've got this initial interaction, and I'm going to shrink my timeline here a little bit so I can see some of these activities a little more clearly across the course of time. And after this initial animation goes away and we see Vinny get a little bit angry, we may want to start panning the camera in here just a little bit. And from right here, after the cat disappears, we're going to be zooming in and we're going to approach the clock because this is going to have something to do with time, and then go over and pan back and out a little bit so we see our G-Man pop up there. And then we can continue our pan. Let me actually go all the way back to the beginning. I'll step forward one frame. I am going to grab the camera tools and begin working with these now. We'll be working with the zoom camera and the track camera features. So I'm going to create a keyframe for both of these right here. I'm going to go ahead and click in the scene, and then with the zoom. And now out at, let's say, about 240 maybe. I'm going to adjust these later if we need to. I'll go ahead and do the same thing just in reverse and make sure we've got a keyframe set there. I want to begin our slow pan in towards the camera right here. Let's pan in just a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and zoom in. I'm clicking and dragging down to go ahead and get a little bit closer here. We'll adjust the pan so that we can kind of get this close up. Come in a little bit closer so we can see this. We're going to back out before we see the G-Man appear. And go ahead and pan over a little bit to this. Maybe push it backwards just a little further. The camera will halt there for a second. He pops up, he disappears. I'm going to go ahead and copy this keyframe right here so we don't have any camera drift. Paste it to where we are currently in the timeline. And then I'll go ahead and do a zoom back and let me pan up so we don't clip our scene too much. Maybe zoom just a little bit more so we're getting close to where we were before. Let's go ahead and play this through and see how it looks from right here. We get some motions. We come into the clock, come back. Our G-Man pops up, disappears. Then we pull back, and Vinny is none the wiser. So that'll work for now, and that does actually run us out to frame 480, which is fine. Looks like everything's doing okay. We just do a sanity check as we pop through this. Zoom in at the time. Back. Now we can adjust these if we want to, a little animation finessing, and that's fine. Let's see if we can do anything else right now as we get the camera animation done. This is a perfect time to go ahead and come back in and maybe do just a little finessing here. We can lean Vinny's head just a little bit if we want to. Let's expose him just a bit. Room build, Vinny. Let me go back to frame 1 here. I'm going to grab the bone manipulation tool and click once here, just on this top head bone. Click once again to set a keyframe there. And I'm just going to have him tilt his head back a little bit, just so we get a little motion. Then I may go ahead and lean it forward here just a little bit, so we don't have this complete stiff characterization going on. It's looking pretty good. So we've got our core animation done right now. All that's left is making any adjustments we may want to do in the sequencer and then some animated scene effects.